It's time to get old school. NASCAR throwback weekend is this week, and today, this fun Friday, I'm going to be reacting to some of the amazing paint schemes. Welcome back to another video. My name is Cameron Simpson. NASCAR this weekend is heading to Darlington. This is a throwback weekend. Normally the throwback weekends are in September, but NASCAR shifted it up on us this year. They said, no. Oh, no. NASCAR, we are heading to Darlington. May the 4th be with you to all of you, because today is Friday, but I'm recording this on May the 4th right here, Star Wars Day. Woo! A big Star Wars fan right here. So, the way this is going to work today, I'm going to show you all the paint schemes. I'm going to give you a quick reaction to all of the Darlington throwback paint schemes. And I'm going to grade each of the paint schemes from F- to either an A++. The same formula we use on the NASCAR racetracks. Should be interesting today. I don't see why we wait any longer. Let's get into the paint schemes. First one is from Starcom Racing. Throwing it back to John Andretti. The 00 card, I mean, it looks pretty good. I think we're starting off right in the middle. I mean, I don't know what John Andretti car looked like, so I can't judge it off of that, but I can judge it off of kind of like some of the normal paint schemes they would run. It doesn't look like it's out of the ordinary. It looks like one of those paint schemes we could see them running on a normal basis. I'm going to give this one a B+. I think that's too high. I think this one's a B-. Let's give this one a B-. Let's move on to a Richard Childress Racing, the 3 car here, Austin Dillon. This is a throwback to Fireball Roberts. Fireball Roberts got a throwback last year as well. He gets a lot of throwbacks. Look at this car. Just look at this car. It looks stunning. Bass Pro Shops changed their logo. You know, when the sponsors change things, that's just amazing. That's just epic. That gold color on that car makes it stand out. This doesn't look like a Bass Pro Shops car. It looks like a throwback paint scheme, and that's what it's supposed to look like. It looks. I'm stunned. I like this one. This one's an A+ paint scheme. Austin Dillon blows it out of the water every year with his throwbacks. Let's go to his teammate Tyler Reddick. Now Marty Robbins with his paint scheme. I mean, I like the purple race car. I like a purple race car. I don't know why. I just like purple on a race car. I think that just looks insanely good. I mean, look at this. Stunning. And then yellow right on the side pops. This one an A-, just because I don't know if it really works with the other car. But I do like the paint scheme. Here's Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is throwing it back to his go-kart days. Now, if you remember last year's one of these, I'll card it up above. I'll make sure you guys can see it. But I'm not the biggest fan of NASCAR drivers throwing it back to themselves when they're not really champions of the sport, when they're not really people that I think deserve to throw it back to themselves. Like a driver like Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman, those guys deserve to throw it back to themselves. Does Kyle Larson deserve to throw it back to himself? Because he's not a champion of the sport yet. So that's going to be a marked off point for me. Overall though, the paint scheme looks alright. Doesn't look too impressive. Kind of looks bland. So I'm going to give this one a C-. I don't like this one. This one's not great. This one's not amazing. Let's go to Ryan Newman. Now, this one I had trouble finding a picture of because there was only a video, so I had to take a screenshot of it. But this one doesn't look bad. This one looks good. Ryan Newman throwing it back to Coolier Generations. And they even have their sponsor. This is the one that they won the national championship on. So the car looks good. Not very much significance. I give it a B- for Ryan Newman's paint scheme. Yeah, not terrible, not amazing. Hendrick Motorsports throwing it back to Alan Kawicki. I talked about this paint scheme before. This one is absolutely insane. This one's just an exact replica of Alan Kawicki's car on Chase Elliott's car. This one's an A+++. This one's an amazing paint scheme. They even have the exact same sponsor, the exact same colors. This is an absolutely incredible paint scheme to a guy that deserves to get a throwback. Alan Kawicki deserves to get a throwback paint scheme. This one is Mark Martin paint scheme, and this one just looks like an exact replica as well. Like, look at this paint scheme. The 10 car looks exactly the same as that 60 car. Yeah, that 60 car did. Look at that thing. This is an A+ car right here. You can take one and you don't even can tell the difference. It looks very good. Just a different sponsor. Very good job by that team. Alright, Denny Hamlin looks the same. Let's just take the two cars that they're throwing it back to. Looks the same. Throwing it back to Slick Johnson. Looks the same. Alright? But I've seen this sports clip paint scheme before. Like, let's just be honest. I've seen this before. Like, it doesn't look original. Like, we've seen this before. Now, it looks exactly the same. So I'm going to give it a B+ for Denny Hamlin. Like, I love that they give it the exact same look. But, I mean, it's just not like as it was in past years. You know, you guys get me, I hope. Here is this paint scheme, exact replica again. Like, these guys are doing a very good job of taking the old car and taking a new car. Ryan Blaney taking one car, putting it on another car, and making an exact replica. They are throwing it back to his dad. So, look, this is Ryan Blaney throwing it back to his father. Very interesting throwback, an extremely good throwback, and just matching it and getting the spot. And, you know, the font. But I don't know. Like, I like the exact replica, but it just kind of looks like an ordinary paint scheme. I'm going to give it a B+. Alright, the 14 car is throwing it back to AJ4T. This looks not really much like it. I mean, I don't know. I'll take that back. It looks like it. I like the red. I really like that maroon font, but again, too much red for me. Like, a lot of red on that. You know what I mean? That just single color red. I do like, though, that, you know, you got smoke on that 14. He's not just throwing it back to one guy. He's throwing it back to all the people that drove that 14 before him. You know, AJ14, smoke, that's Tony Stewart. So I like the idea of not just throwing it back to one person. I actually really do like that. You know, Clint Boyer, it's Chase Briscoe helmet. Well, that can also mean Clint Boyer. So I'm going to give this one an A-. That's actually a really good one. James Davison throwing it back to Dick Johnson. Again, looks pretty similar right there. Pretty good replica. I mean, these guys do such a good job of making these replicas. It's insane. Like, these guys do such a good job. I give this an A-. Not much more to say. Kyle Busch's paint scheme doesn't look anything like the other scheme. Like, Kyle Busch's paint scheme looks like his normal paint scheme. Throwing it back to Eminem's 80th anniversary. So that's cool. Throwing it back to Eminem's 80th anniversary. But what's not good is that it doesn't really have much of a throwback to it. Like, I don't see throwback. I see Kyle Busch's ordinary paint scheme. So I give this one a D+. D+. I like the font change, but yeah. Alright. This car as well is a tough one. They are throwback into metal black cars, and Auto Owners is going on it. It's hard to tell because the rendering isn't very good. It's from an iRacing event. It just kind of looks like an Auto Owners car. Just kind of looks like a test car. Just Auto Owners. You know what I mean? Like those test cars that are all black and have that gray font on the side. That's what it looks like with just blue font. So I gotta give this one a C-. I mean, I don't like this. Okay. Mario Andretti throwback. This one looks pretty cool. All red. I'm not the biggest fan of the all red, but that black font looks pretty awesome. That little white dot there kind of looks out of place, but kind of looks good as well. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, with those yellow wheels too. Look, the wheels are yellow. I should have known. Penske likes to do that. This one is a B+ for me. Not amazing, but it does kind of give me Mario Andretti vibes when I look at this. I don't know why, but it does. 2311 Racing is throwing it to Wendell Scott. Wendell Scott's grandson was on a YouTube channel the other day. Not the other day, but a few weeks ago. But this paint scheme looks pretty awesome, pretty fire. The all blue, that tealy color of all blue looks pretty awesome. I'm in. I like it 100%. That's a good paint scheme right there. So, thumbs up for that team. I'm going to give them an A- on that one. I like the color. Sponsor. Like, that's the only thing. Like, I really love the all blue. I really love the style of it. But my only problem is, like, is the root colors, like, on the, you know what I mean? Like, are the root colors that are on the roof, man, gonna work? I don't know. Let's head to William Byron. This car, absolutely stunning. Absolute exact replica. I look at this and I see that 2 and I kind of see a 7 instead. I see 75 is kind of what I see. The font is insane. It is literally the same thing, and the same exact sponsor, Valvoline, jumping on board. A+++++ across the board. Amazing NASCAR throwback paint scheme. I got to agree with NASCAR and NBC that is an insane throwback. The 34, throwing it back to Brave Wyatt, MC Driver, Bill Elliott. Sorry, my bad. Front Row Motorsports thrown back to Bill Elliott. Absolutely incredible. I thought that this car looked pretty similar. I mean, I'm going to give it a B-, not B-, a B-, just because, like, I don't know, it looks bland to me. I really like the font change and that stuff, but it's not something that's incredible. We got this one from Brad Doherty Racing. JT Doherty, my bad. This one looks pretty good for Truck Series throwback. Same colors. Barely tell the sponsor change there. I give this one an A-. This one looks pretty darn good. Anthony Alfredo. This one is insane. Another exact replica of that car. Like, I love these paint schemes. They get better and better and better each year. Each year this throwback, they get better. Look at this creativity. We Care sponsoring. Look at it, looks the same. A+. That looks exactly the same. And it has a mix of color. It looks great. This one's a very interesting paint scheme. Stuart Haas Racing, throwing it back to Margaret Haas. I think it's the mother of Gene Haas. I'm not sure. Yes, it is the mother of Gene Haas. And this is just an amazing throwback paint scheme, a tribute to a great person, and mother of Gene Haas, who does very good things in NASCAR. I give this one an A. I mean, this is just a great throwback. It's got flowers, it's got uniqueness to it. I really enjoy it, and it's a good throwback as well. The 42 car, look at this. 1993 meet 2021, exactly the same thing. I see 1993 when I look at this. I don't know, I don't like the all red, but that's what the other scheme was, so, you know, matching it up looks alright. It looks basically the same. I give it a B- just because, I don't know, it's not my favorite concept idea. I think they could have done something else. Alright, throwing it back to John Andretti. Race winning ride at Martinsville in 1999. Epic throwback paint scheme. Just kind of does. My only thing is it looks like the normal colors that the cars, that this paint scheme runs. The normal STP color. So, like, it's not that much of a throwback. I give it a C-. This one is just... This one just shocks me. This one just shocks me because, look, it doesn't look anything alike. Like, you can see this down here. Why didn't they just go orange on tied up front and then do the blue in the back? Like, that doesn't make sense. I give this one an F-. F-. This one stinks. I'm sorry for all the fans of that throwback paint scheme. I think it just stinks. I mean, I do apologize if you like it. I don't. I just think it, ugh. Like, they didn't even match up the colors right. 48. car doing it to Greg Ives, his crew chief, dedicating that paint scheme. This is interesting. They don't normally do it for the crew chiefs, but they did today, and I really like it. I really like this car. It's that plain blue. I know I've been saying I didn't like the plain colors, but I do like this one. Plain blue, Ally 48. Good paint scheme. B+ on that one. Rick Ware throwing it back to Burger King. It's just not. Is it Burger King on there? No, it's not Burger King on there. But good throwback. It looks basically the same. I give it a B-. Haley, good car, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna give it an A, just because it looks the same and it's got some of that same color, and the sponsor doesn't really mess it up, so it looks good. And Live Fast Motorsports in that 78 car, looking good, looking sharp. I like the mixture of colors, but I think it's just a little bland. I'm going to give it a C- on the board. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed these throwback paint scheme, I kind of did. I think this year overall gets an B+ for throwbacks. I don't know. Go check out last year's video if you want to get reminded what last year's throwbacks were compared to this year's. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on when we review the Darlington race. Peace.